All right, I'm Gustav. Gustav, and here we are at the Surfers Paradise surf shop in Varberg. And today we're really honored. We have Marc Paré, one of the best wave sailors in the world, in the shop. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You were here 1 year before.
Yeah,
1 year ago. You had your foot in a package.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, both of us.
But now we're back in the game. Yeah. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the new 2025 wave sails. The Simmer Blacktip and the Simmer Evoq. Yeah. But first of all, you've been back on Simmer for 1 year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really pushing it. And I know you're making a lot of work with Thomas Persson, the sail designer on the sails.
Yeah.
And also Ola with the boards, of course. Yeah, but right, we go back a little bit from the beginning. When, how long have the Blacktip been out? The first edition, when did it came out?
So the first Blacktip edition was back in 2012.
Yeah.
Was when Klaas Vogt was on the team, and I think it came out like the product as the need of having a 4-button wave sail. So this compact shape that it was like a little bit softer and a little bit more maneuverable for wave riding.
Yeah. It was really like one of the first like 4 buttons on the market actually. Yeah. So and of course you've been develop it a lot during the years, and if we can see a little bit on the difference from last year's 2024 model to 2025, you all obviously came out with a new sail Evoq from last year.
Yeah.
So what have been like the key features that you've been working on with the Blacktip? We can start with that sail. What's been like the point that you wanted to change with the sail? I know you had some pointers on the sail, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, 2024 sails were already like really good and successful sails. But what we focused on 2025 was to get a little bit more of low end to drop weight on the sails and just improve that maneuverability in the wave. And yeah, we did that basically.
Maybe I can lift it.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Looks okay.
Yeah. So basically, we reduced some of the patches, and we moved around a few little things to drop weight, and we changed as well like the vertical stretch control and the normal stretch controls, and we used this lighter weight fiberglass tape, which also offers better stretch resistance compared to the older one we were using. And then what we did also was we moved the buttons. So button 3 now is a little bit further up, so it creates a little bit more space in the middle panel. So that allows for the sail to fill up a little bit more and have a little bit more drive and draft forward. And also we increase the material here in the front, and that also contributes to this drive and to help the draft stay locked in the front of the sail. And I think like a lot of the people that got these 2025 sails, they said that there was a significant power improvement in the low end. So yeah, basically I'm pretty stoked with the 2025 product, and I think we achieved like this low end increment like really well.
Sure.
And
absolutely.
And yeah, I mean we are now working currently on the 2026 sails and the new carbon sail. That it's a project that has been like now on our hands for like over a year. So yeah, you know, there's really like now there's some really big and interesting projects coming up for 2026, and we're really excited to release them when they come out.
It's amazing. We talk about that more later.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say now when you have like the 2 sails in range, like the Blacktip and Evoq? Would say it's a little bit, we get a lot of questions in the shop. Should I choose the Blacktip or the Evoq, or do you have like key points where you maybe want to go with the Blacktip and sometimes, okay, it's better to go with the other sail, or do you have any own preference on those?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for me personally, of course, I'll move more towards the Blacktip, you know, just because it's our more high-performing sail. Not that the Evoq doesn't offer the high performance also, but it's yeah, it just offers that extra World Cup performance, if you wish to call it like that. So it just offers a bit more maneuverability and just better handling. You know, when you want to do maneuvers or you are in the wave and you want the sail to feel a little bit more free and help you drive through the turns a little bit more. The Evoq, it's a sail that I'd recommend more like for most of our customers, let's say.
Yeah.
And it's just a sail that you can just hook in, and it has a little bit more of this plug and play feel.
Yeah.
So you can just hook in, and like it will offer a little bit more backhand, so you can get going without having to move the sail as much. And it's a little bit stiffer also, because we have the buttons a little bit closer together, a little bit more angled, and it has the same life curve of the old Icons. So just overall, it's a little bit of a stiffer and more stable sail, I would say.
And we know for sure, we have seen a lot, like Ben Profit down in Portugal and of course around the world using, I know you talked a little bit to him about, so it's really like, it's a high performance wave sail, but it's maybe a little bit more ease of use for, it's really cool that you have now you have two 4-batten sails in the lower, we can change to the Evoq. Yeah, so here we have the Evoq. Of course, it came out in 2024, first edition, a little bit of a new era of a new sail. Yeah. And this is the 2025 model. And you can tell us a little bit about the idea of the sail. We talked a little bit on the Blacktip and what you choose, and of course a little bit more like what was the main idea when you started to do this one. Okay, so basically, I mean, you can see it's like it has the same base of the 2024 Evoq, but basically Ben, which is our rider using this sail, like he said that was a little bit too much backhand and flat for him, so he wanted a little bit more of that forward pull, you know. So we took a little bit of that change that we did to the Blacktip also, and we added that extra material in the front, and that just helped for the sail to fill up a little bit better and get more of that forward pull, you know. And this combined with the more horizontal shape and locked-in profile of the Evoq just helped increase that side of performance. And the same thing we did with the Blacktip. We reduced the weight overall. So so overall you have like a lighter sail. And with that bit of extra forward pull that offers that extra little bit of performance that maybe the 2024 version was lacking. It's really amazing sail. I've used most like the bigger ones, the 5.3s. And I think it's a little bit more, I feel a little bit more like freer. It's a little bit more maneuverability than it was in the old Icon. And it breaks from 4.7 and down with the 4 buttons, right? Exactly. And then 5.0 upwards is 5 buttons. And what's the key idea with that one? We had to like break the buttons from 4 buttons to 5 buttons. So that's an interesting concept that Thomas and Peter came up with, and it's basically due to the distance of the button. So like as sails get larger, you get more spacing between the buttons. So the sail gets like a little bit softer and starts breaking a little bit more. So then you add the 5th button, and then as the sails get smaller, because you don't have as much space, you don't need as many buttons anymore. So then that allows you to go only 4 buttons. So that's a pretty really cool concept, and then actually you can help keep the weight down and improve maneuverability. So I think it's really cool. And you put X-ply in all of the sizes? On the Evoq, they all come with a X-ply middle window, so it's like a little bit more sturdy and durable. It's really nice sail. It's been a good hit for us. A lot of people bought it and been really enjoying it for sure. So if we go a little bit to like rigging the sail, we get a lot of questions on the beach and here in the shop, of course. A little bit if there's something special, can you rig it different to get like a different feel to it, or how do you think when you're like rigging the sails? Do you have like always, I want to be in the top, I want to be 1/2 inch in, or do you have any like key features that you?
Yeah, I mean, I look at different things, right, when I rig at the sails. Like, for example, I look at the batten over rotation. So basically it means how much they stick in front of the mast when you downhole. And then, of course, I look at the leech, how loose it is, you know. So I always try to find a balance between that, you know, to keep, like, always the most drive, but at the same time have release, you know, because if I want to have, like, the sail to be pulley and fill up, but then I don't have enough release on the sail, and it's going to be like just kind of spongy and pulley, but it's going to be kind of kicking back. And then if I put too much downhole, then if you are powered up, then you're going to feel like it's free, but then they become too on-off. So it's always like a balance between that, right? So I always try to keep, when I put downhole, to have the mast, the batten sticking a little bit in front of the mast or in line with the mast. And then, as you can see now, like the leech kind of is a little bit loose, like more or less to the middle of the sail in front of the sail. And then with the outhole, I tend to like the sails like pretty baggy, because as I said, I feel like if I pull too much outhole or downhole, then the sail becomes a bit too tight, and then they become too on-off, you know. So they actually get a little bit more unstable, like the way I like to sail, you know. I like more of a constant delivery power, in a way. For me, like they touch on the other side of the boom, and you know, a lot of the people are like, oh, it's touching, like, oh my God, this is not good, but it's actually, it's fine, you know. It's like really deep profile sails, especially these newer ones. So actually I have the sail touching like to the harness line a little bit in front sometimes.
I tend to sail like that as well. I don't really like too much outhole. Absolutely. Great product for sure. It's been so now we're looking for a little bit more wind so we can go out sail with it. And we don't think we have so many more. Of course we have a lot of questions. But of course we're really glad that you're here.
Thank you very much.
And of course, now we want to have some wind to go out sail with you. I know you. Where are you going now? You're going some work with the guys at Simmerstyle.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been. I arrived from Maui, I think, around a week ago, and the plan is to stay around. We have a lot of things to do actually, and we have some prototype sails and boards coming. Within 1 or 1.5 weeks. So we're going to do some work on the lead up to that, and then once we have the prototypes, then we're going to start with the testing of those, and just check them out, see how they came out, and we're getting close to finishing the carbon sails now, so that's pretty exciting. You know?
And that's going to be really, really cool to see. All right, thanks a lot, mate.
Thank you very much.
And we see you on the water.